Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your co-pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue our flight into the depth of Chinese language universe. I'm learning alongside with you, and each day there's a little bit surprise to me of how Chinese characters are formed, how they make meaning, how they are strung together to form this letter of force. I call it magic force, to make even further, bigger meaning. 敲诈勒索 is what we talked about yesterday, is 4 action verbs to try to. 敲 is used by force. This is by verb. 诈 scamming somebody by verb. 勒索, so 勒 is harnessing with leather, and 索 is kind of big rope. You roping somebody up, so it's trap somebody. And in English, correspondingly, 敲诈勒索, simply a harmless looking blackmail. All right, so today we're going to continue with 勒, and it's used on horse most often because it's leather trapping, harness the horse. And today, 悬崖勒马. We're going to look further, like what another action figure, like action picture we're showing today. 悬, we have a heart over there at the bottom, so something related to your emotion, your feelings. And the top portion is pronounced as 线, so it's a sound maker, but we can view it as meaning maker as well. Somebody said, I'm not sure, but so according to some interpretations, this 线 looks like a head, the top portion, your skull, your head, hanging upside down. So I guess that's kind of ancient punishment, like if some prisoners, either prisoners of war or prisoners of society, are captured and decapitated, like capitalized, capital punishment, right? Decapped, and then that head is going to be hanging upside down. So that hanging upside down was this sense of, the kind of impact on your heart, on your feeling, that kind of suspense, that kind of unsettled being. So that's 悬, okay, came from pretty horrifying image. Okay, I'm just happy I'm not living, I was not living like, I don't know, 2, 3, 5,000 years ago. Yeah, okay. This word came from this image. We have the top portion that depict the mountain. I wasn't envisioning it, the mountain as that. I will see, okay, 3 peaks, and the middle peak is the highest. That's just visually more balanced, right? But here, looking at this, one way of depicting mountain, it looks like almost like your camera. You're zooming on this mountain. So the middle portion is the, in your camera view of that mountain, even have this pretty spiky peak over there. It does kind of look like a mountain, right? It got this cone shape building up and have a tip. So that's one depiction of the mountain. Visually, it's a mountain. And yeah, what does that mean? At the bottom, so you can see it's almost, okay, so this 2 horizontal lines with 1 vertical line, that means soil, or yeah, just soil or ground. So we have 2 ground, this word stacking up, so that means high ground, right? It's only logical. You have 2 stacking up. Otherwise, why you stack them up? That means it's tall, it's high ground, right? And then there is this all of a sudden drop thing. That means on a high ground, you are over the cliff. This is a pretty 90-degree sharp drop over there. That's exactly what that is. And it tells you it's on a mountain. If you see on a mountain the structure of high ground, all of a sudden drop, that's where this location means by this character. Okay, I really appreciate how ancient wisdom shows here, just visually, what that means. Pretty amazing. So suspend, cliff. Often this cliff, because it's a cliff, it's the edge, right? Like it doesn't make people feel safe, right? So you have this suspense or suspend feeling, depicting how dangerous it may make you feel. It's like totally unsettled. 悬崖, it's like you don't want to go there. It's too edgy for you, especially back then, I guess. 勒马, so 勒 we talked about last time. It's the leather trappings put on horse to contain the horse, right? To kind of give instructions, like it's like the communication, the telegraph, or the operating system between humans and horse, right? To through the roping tell the horse how to behave, where to go. So that's a kind of 勒. It's the leather on the left side and the force on the right side. So you are giving signals by force, by movement, through the leather trappings, giving the signals to the horse. So this 马 is the horse simplified version. This horizontal line used to be 4 dots, meaning the galloping hoofs. 4 of them are, flying all up in the air, that kind of galloping horse image. And this used to be the mane, like flying in the wind. So it was a beautiful character, but now it's simplified. You kind of can see the lingering image of a horse. So the whole thing is a pretty depicting an image of, it's almost like a Western movie, right? Some cowboy riding on a horse in a fast speed, and all of a sudden harness the horse, stop right at the edge of the cliff. Okay, so that's exactly what that is. I tried to find a Chinese cowboy here. Somebody make this drawing to illustrate the status, the image. This 4 character phrase depicting is halt, to a stop. Later on, people often use it in to describe somebody before going into a disastrous situation. All of a sudden, with almighty force, stopped. So 悬崖勒马 often commented on somebody who we all know are heading into big trouble. 悬崖, okay, it's kind of life and death situation. If it drop down, it's no fun. But all of a sudden, stopped the horse to save it from falling down from a disaster. So that's a kind of 悬崖勒马, often used the law enforcement in China or in the Chinese speaking world use it to depict some criminal situation, like before they're heading into big trouble, they halted, they stopped doing that. So before or getting like a bigger crime committed. That's a kind of 悬崖勒马. Okay, we are having quite some action figure verbs or descriptions lately. Hope you enjoy it. Cash into the currency of thinking by just 1 word a day. I'm Sophie. See you another day.